I have got lot of requests to make the longer version of this tutorial. So here it is. Without any further ado, let's open our NT Blender and let's get started. Let's add a cube, scale it on x-axis, go to edit mode, select these two edges, press Ctrl B to bevel them. Now let's add another cube, scale it on x-axis, scale it on y-axis, and let's place it here. I'm going to cut this cube with the help of this cube using Boolean modifier. So select this cube, go to modifiers, Boolean, and make sure you are in the difference mode and select this object and apply it. You can delete this object as well. See, we have this basic shape here, and we need another object something like this. So let's grab it on y-axis. Let's add an empty, select this cube, go to modifiers, mirror modifier. In the mirror object, select this empty. So see, nothing happens because this object is mirroring on the x-axis. So we need to turn on y and turn off x, because if you grab it on x-axis, we have another one also, so we need to turn it off. Okay, something like this is nice. Now let's add a cylinder, rotate it on y-axis by 90. I don't want to scale it on x-axis, so press yes and press shift x so that it won't scale on x-axis. Now scale it on x-axis. Now place it here. Now let's grab it on z-axis and place it here, and apply mirror modifier as well, and select this one on y-axis. Now let's add curve, NURBS path, rotate it on z-axis by 90, go to edit mode, scale it on y-axis, something like this. Now duplicate it, let's place it here, select these two vertices, press F to join them, and select these two vertices as well, press F to join them. Okay, now we have the curve here. Let's go to side view and the wireframe mode, go to edit mode, select all, grab it on z-axis, scale it on z-axis, and place it here. Now let's add a plane. And add some edge loops. Add array modifier. Give the y value to 1 and x value to 0. Make sure both this curve and this plane have origin at one point. So select this plane, add curve modifier. In the curve object, select this path, and then increase the count. If you turn on this one and this one as well, go to edit mode, see we can see some overlapping here, so we need to fix it. Okay, scale it on y-axis and keep it here. We need to scale it up a little bit. Okay, now scale it on x-axis, something like this. Go to shading tab. For this one, I'm giving it a metallic shader in a black color. Decrease the roughness a little bit. But for this one, I'm giving it a road texture. Link will be in the description. Okay, we have this one. Now it's time to add the character. So for this character, I have downloaded it from Mixamo. So link will be in the description. Before downloading this one, turn on InPlus and download this file. And I have already downloaded it. Now let's import the file. Go to File, Import, FBX. And import it. Let's place it on the thread mill. Scale it up a little bit. Okay, this is nice. Now let's play the animation. See, animation stops right here at 20th frame. So select all frames. So select all keyframes, copy them and paste them, and go to this last frame. Select all, copy it and paste it. Okay, let's end it at 120. Now let's play the animation. Okay, this is nice. Now let's go to render view. View the world color to black. And let's add some lights. Let's add an area light. Grab it on z-axis. I am rendering it in cycles. Increase the power. Okay, 1000 is fine. Now duplicate this height, place it here. Okay, this is nice. See, we can't see some parts here. Now let's go to shading tab. Okay, let's make it 10,000. See, we can't see some parts here. Just remove the alpha node here. Now you can see it. And remove the roughness also. Now it will be much clear and much realistic. Now let's bring it to 3000 and let's add another light. Let's place it here and give it a blue color. And duplicate this light, place it here and give it a red color, something like this. Now let's play the animation. See, the animation looks nice, but we need to animate this thread mill. So go to shading tab, make sure you are in first frame and keyframe the location and go to last keyframe. Sorry, we need to let's keep it like this and press I to keyframe it. Now let's play the animation. See, it is smooth. Okay. Now it's time to render it. Let's add a camera. Press Ctrl Alt 0. Press Ctrl Alt 0 to snap the camera to the view. Let's place it here. Now go to output properties. Use the file path you want where you need to save this animation, and file format to FFmpeg and the container to MPEG-4, output quality to high quality. Press Ctrl F12 to render this one.